Adolf Hitler was born in Austria in 1889. His early life was marked by difficulty and disappointment. He harbored dreams of becoming an artist but was rejected twice by the Vienna Academy of Fine Arts. This fueled a deep resentment within him. Hitler drifted, struggling to find his place in the world. World War I offered Hitler a sense of purpose. He joined the German army, eager to prove himself. He served as a dispatch runner, experiencing the horrors of war firsthand. The defeat of Germany in 1918 was a bitter pill to swallow. Hitler, like many Germans, refused to accept the Treaty of Versailles, which blamed Germany for the war. This anger and resentment would later become a cornerstone of his political ideology. Germany after World War I was a nation in turmoil. The economy was in shambles. Inflation spiraled out of control, wiping out the savings of the middle class. Unemployment soared, leaving millions desperate for work and food. The once proud German people were humiliated by their defeat and burdened by the harsh terms of the Treaty of Versailles. This atmosphere of chaos and despair created fertile ground for extremist ideologies. Political parties on both the left and right sought to capitalize on the widespread anger and frustration. Among them was a small fringe group known as the National Socialist German Workers' Party, or Nazi Party for short. Hitler joined the Nazi Party in 1921. He was drawn to its message of nationalism, anti-Semitism, and its promise to restore Germany to its former glory. Hitler quickly rose through the ranks, becoming the party's leader in 1921. He possessed a charismatic personality and a talent for captivating audiences with fiery speeches. Hitler transformed the Nazi Party from a small, insignificant group into a powerful political force. He tapped into the anger and frustration of the German people, promising them a return to greatness. He skillfully used propaganda to spread his message and demonize his opponents. The Nazis appealed to people's fears and prejudices, offering them scapegoats for their problems. Section 4. A nation under his thumb, Hitler's dictatorship. In 1933, Hitler was appointed Chancellor of Germany. He quickly consolidated his power, dismantling the democratic institutions of the Weimar Republic. The Enabling Act of 1933 gave Hitler and his cabinet the power to enact laws without the involvement of the Reichstag, effectively making him a dictator. Hitler established a totalitarian state. He outlawed all other political parties, crushed any opposition, and established a system of terror and intimidation. The Gestapo, his secret police force, silenced any dissent. Books were burned, freedoms were abolished, and the Nazi ideology was instilled in every aspect of German life. Section 5. The Road to War. Hitler's ambitions and mistakes. Driven by his ambition to create a greater German Reich, Hitler embarked on a path of aggressive expansion. He violated the Treaty of Versailles by remilitarizing the Rhineland. He annexed Austria in 1938, claiming it as part of a greater Germany. He then set his sights on Czechoslovakia, demanding the Sudetenland region. The world watched with growing concern. Hitler's actions threatened to plunge Europe into another devastating war. In a last-ditch effort to avoid war, British Prime Minister Neville Chamberlain met with Hitler in Munich in 1938. The resulting Munich Agreement ceded the Sudetenland to Germany in exchange for Hitler's promise of peace. It was a desperate gamble that ultimately failed. Section 6. The Fall of the Third Reich, Defeat and Despair. On September 1, 1939, Hitler invaded Poland, shattering the fragile peace established by the Munich Agreement. This act of aggression triggered World War II. Initially, Hitler's armies swept across Europe, conquering nation after nation. However, his strategic blunders, such as the invasion of the Soviet Union in 1941, ultimately led to Germany's defeat. As Allied forces closed in on Berlin in the spring of 1945, Hitler's grip on power finally crumbled. He committed suicide in his bunker on April 30, 1945, bringing to an end the thousand-year Reich he had envisioned. Section 7. Remembering the Horror, the Holocaust and its Legacy. The Nazi regime left behind a legacy of unimaginable destruction and horror. Hitler's reign of terror claimed the lives of millions, including 6 million Jews who were systematically murdered in the Holocaust, a genocide of horrifying proportions. The world was left reeling from the scale of the atrocities committed by the Nazis. The Holocaust stands as a stark reminder of the dangers of hatred, intolerance, and unchecked power. It is a testament to the resilience of the human spirit and the importance of fighting against tyranny and oppression. We must never forget the lessons of the past, lest we repeat the mistakes that led to such unimaginable suffering.